swear sometimes my mind drifts. Gotta be supernatural, you make it from down here. Hey, I lost the closest thing to my heart and almost drowned in tears. But granted, lives we still standing. I would never hide in fear. I stand bold on these 10 toes. Said I was gonna do it and I did it. Niggas talk but I'm never moved by their opinions. I make music for those that love the culture. Women that's in tune with they culture. And all the go-getters that made it over. I do this for the forgotten city of Macon, Georgia. They wrote us off as Otis Redding, but the wait is over.
What's going on out there, everyone? It's your boy Mike Ryder, Mr. Accountability, the man behind the microphone, and we're here with another edition of Mike Ryder Talks. Listen, I got a special guest in the house with me today. We earlier than usual. You know, we usually do them at night. We're doing them in the afternoon today. This is a special episode. Got a special occasion. I got a series that I'm about to kick off. And I'm going to go ahead and get into that before I get into the guest. New Year's is upon us. A lot of people set their New Year's resolution to be a healthier person. They like to have weight loss as a goal, maintaining weight as a goal, eating healthier as a goal, just overall fitness. And yeah, you're right. We early today. If y'all see it, you see how I just put this comment on the screen. If you're in the comments, if you're watching it, drop a comment, show some love. I'll put you on the screen. Let me get back to it. What's up, Billy D? A lot of people with their New Year's resolutions, they like to have health at the top of their list. So we're going to end off the year right. You know what I'm saying? On a proper note. We're going to try to get you guys healthy going into the new year. And we're going to continue on as the new year progresses. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let me get into it. Mike Ryder Talks. I done been around for a few months. I'm trying to build the brand. I thank y'all for rocking with me. I thank y'all for being here with me. Man, I'm growing. I'm growing. This thing is growing like crazy. I never imagined it to be like this. Man, y'all see the platform. I know y'all saw the intro plan. We done came a long way. If y'all remember that first interview, it was ugly. Got the mic, got the nice setup. I thank y'all for rocking with me, man. I'm building this up with my own labor. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten a few donations, but guess what? Still taking more. If you want to donate to the platform, you want to see the platform grow, cash out me, man. $ Mike Ryder. It's so easy to do. Support the platform. If you like what I'm doing, if you want to help me to do more, you want to help me to get this thing to new levels, cash out me. Easy, simple and plain. I'm going to bring it to you free every week. This is free of charge. I don't charge for this, and I never will. However, to help me grow it, show some support, man, $1, $2, $10, whatever you got, it helps. Like you see it on the screen, cash out, Mike Ryder, $ MikeRyder. Let's get out of that. Let's get into this guest, man. I got a special one for y'all this afternoon. My guest this afternoon. First, let me say this. He is my cousin. This is a blood cousin of mine. So you know what I'm saying? We are related. This is family. My man is from the Macon area. He is a certified personal trainer. Certified. There's a certificate with that. My man went through and got everything set up the right way. He's very talented. A God-fearing man. A God-loving man. A husband. A father. A business owner. A man who's into fitness. And you know what? Without further ado, let's get into it. Will Butler, what's going on with you, man?
What's good with your cousin? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. What about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Blessed and highly favored to be here with you today. And
Man,
excited.
That's right. That's right. I'm excited too to have you, man. For the listeners, the viewers, the people who don't know about you, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Will Butler, and as Mike Ryder said, I'm a God-fearing man first. I'm a son, devoted son, husband, father to beautiful girls, a community servant. I've been active in the community in several different areas, where whether it's mental health or just helping out activities, helping students achieve their high school diploma through Elaine Lucas High School. So I've been active for many years. My family has been servants here in the Macon and Middle Georgia area. I am a certified personal trainer and owner of Will to Win Fitness LLC, bringing fitness to the least and the lost. Fitness should be available to everybody, and I want to make it fun. I'm a certified black belt in 2 different styles of martial arts. I'm a 3rd degree in Aikido Jiu-Jitsu, and that's a certified instructor, and also a certified instructor, 2nd degree black belt in Taekwondo. My hobbies range from, our family is multi-talented, Mike. So, I also sing, paint, draw, play the piano, play the drums. I love fast cars, and that love was instituted by my dad and your dad, Mike, and Aunt Diane. Aunt Diane, they used to drive us fast in the cars, and just anything radio control, airplanes, cars, I love to do. I also love traveling around the world and internationally. So, that is here. That's it. I want to bring fitness to the Macon and Middle Georgia area, Atlanta area. I offer mobile training, online training, and in-person training. So we take away any of your excuses. I can train you from the boardroom to at home while you're cooking the collard greens and dinner for the family, or taking care of the kids, or we can get it in the gym, or we can do it in a park. So I'm a functional trainer, so I can look at pretty much anything and make it workout equipment.
Gotcha. Hey, if y'all peep that, listen to him closely. My man said he can make anything a piece of workout equipment. We can train you anywhere. He's mobile. Kind of ironic how I do mobile tires and you do mobile fitness.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Yeah. I guess it runs in the genes, right?
I think so.
We bring it to you, and with the first of the year kicking off, folks are trying to get healthy, and so I want to make working out and fun and challenging, because when most folks think of a trainer, they think of being in pain and sore. Yeah, some of that comes with it, but you're less likely to do it, if you can't get up and go to work the next day. How likely are you to go back to that trainer? So I try to put a different spin on it and make it fun. And we laugh, my clients, we laugh and we talk and we get to know each other and we become family. And that way you're more likely to carry it on long after I'm gone.
That's fire. And you know what? I kind of model my stuff around that too. I try to treat my customers like family. Most of my customers, we converse, man. We'll sit on the phone after I'm done, like 20, 30 minutes after. I don't talk to people like hours.
Right.
After the work is done, just building with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to the comments and my sister in the comment. She said, I hear you, cousin.
Hey, V.
What's up, man? Got Gerard. He's a former guest of mine. He also is a radio personality here in the Middle Georgia area at the Bank Dot Radio Network. What's up, Gerard?
Yeah.
Valerie Simmons, another former guest of mine, a great friend of mine. Been knowing her since I was a child. What's up, Val? I hope you're doing all right. Keep doing your thing. She works out pretty good too.
She
works out real good.
If she's looking for a good workout to step up the game, you can contact me, and I'll take it to some new levels.
Hey, listen, you might be in competition because her trainer. Listen, I be seeing her videos. Her trainer that gets to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, look, I take the mantra: no one will outwork me. No one.
Snap. Let's get it.
Yeah,
let's get it. So. She said, "Hey, Will, good to see you on the show."
Hey, Vanita.
I hear you now. She talking about her trainer. Hey Val, his contact info will be up on here. I'm not one for trying to put anybody down, so that's why I say, have a good trainer. She has.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I watch videos.
Listen,
I see it.
listen. Oh yeah. Now listen, I'll tell you, if it's working for her, then hey,
Mhm,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There are lots of great trainers in the area. Some that inspired me to become a personal trainer in 2015. I did
mhm,
actually did a bodybuilding show, and I had a trainer, and Philip Williams. Big shout out to Philip. He's down in Warner Robins, but
mhm.
several people just kind of sparked me to become a personal trainer. And, actually, Mike, when I became a personal trainer, I never intended to train other people, never
It
intended to
was for
train other
you.
people. It was just a knowledge that I wanted to help me and understand my body and to be able to stay fit. And maybe if folks, kind of wanted that, then that's fine. But, some people, they don't listen or different things like that. And actually, the year after I received my certification, things just jumped off and folks started
Mm.
calling me. And Will Butler is now on the radio, Blazing 92.3. Big shout out to Roll with Royce, one of my first clients. And she was on, her and Gentleman George invited me on the show, and we branded it a Will to Win Wednesday. And so
Mhm.
I got into broadcasting. That was my first jump into broadcasting. And I walk into the studio and they just sit down and just throw questions at me, health and fitness questions. So I had to bring my A game, like I'm having to bring it to you today, and just
Facts.
answer questions from the people, and from the host that wanted to know. And we went with that show for about 2 years, and just blessed to do that. I've also written for Macon Magazine and Impeccable Magazine, so you can see some of my literary works in regards to health and fitness. There. So, my first issue of Impeccable Magazine, I was pleased to be in the edition that featured Bernard Bronner, who's Bronner Brothers, hair show
Oh,
and
I guess that's
the
who that
hair
is.
products. Yeah, that was my first edition, the Father's Day edition. We kicked it off, and so I've just been blessed immensely to be able to provide health and fitness, and just bringing it back to the community. Um, this journey has taken me, you know, oh God, places, all the places that you will go, the people that you will meet. I've trained celebrities like E. Roger Mitchell, who's, been on several shows, have acted with Tom Cruise, have, featured in Will Packer's new television series, and have trained him. And I've got a chance to meet one of the Lone Rangers, and
Oh
also.
yeah.
He was Lassie's Rangers for 5 years and Mary Tyler Moore's love interest on the Mary Tyler Moore show. So, just meeting these people have really been amazing and honored. I've met, Junior Master Chef Aaron, and, we talk often. So, it's really been a blessing, really been a blessing.
Look, that sounds amazing to
Yeah.
me. Um, at what age would you say you realized that you wanted to start doing better for yourself? Because, like you said, it's been a long journey, and this journey
Yeah,
is taking you far.
it
But take me
has.
back to the beginning. What age? Not even age.
Right.
What happened in your life to say, okay, it's time for a change?
So, Mike, our family has always been athletic. Even though I consider myself the runt of the family, the group, growing up. Um, we've always been athletic into football and basketball, and our uncles and aunts have enjoyed sports, and even my mom. But somehow I got off track when I got into executive management. I never forget, I was living in Atlanta, and I was working for Northside Hospital at the time, and I
Mm.
was in junior management. And it seemed at every turn somebody was taking me out to eat. Somebody was trying to get my business. Somebody was trying to, we would eat breakfast with the president. And, I never had to really bring my wallet to work to spend money, because every day, somebody was feeding me all day, even though I was working. And with that sedentary lifestyle, man, I ballooned up to about almost 300 pounds. Um,
What?
I wasn't 300. I wasn't quite 300 pounds, and I held it well, hiding it in my suits. So about 280. I was probably about at my heaviest about 285, which is close to 300. A 52 suit and a 44 waist.
God.
And um, at the time, I had my first child, my daughter. We had our first child, um, and she wanted to play. When she got to the age of the terrible twos and started running around the house, and I couldn't keep up with her. We're running up and down the steps, and I'm getting winded. And it was at that point that I said I needed to make a change. High blood pressure, had the onset of high blood pressure and hypertension, and everything that comes with that risk for diabetes. Um, and so I went to the doctor's appointment, and he says, "You got to make a change." And I knew, when I looked into my daughter's eyes, that I wanted to be here for her. And so I needed to get back to the things that, kept us healthy when we were younger. And so I started getting back to fitness, and started losing weight and jumping into it. And, after a few years, I returned back to Macon and did a bodybuilding show, which is I've always wanted to at least do a show and get on stage. I placed third in my class, being a novice. And from there, that love. Also, that same year, I got two black belts the same year that I was doing the bodybuilding. So I jumped into it immensely, and lost about 100+ pounds, and just really kept after it. Just really kept after it. Now, that's not here to say that sometimes we don't get off track, because as trainers we do, and that's just being real. I brand myself as being a real trainer for real people, because in life you have ups and downs. And so I kind of roll with the punches. Sometimes you have major wins, sometimes you have some losses, and you go, oh my God. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if you get knocked down 10 times, as long as you get back up. It doesn't matter if you get knocked down 9 times, as long as you get back up 10 times. And that's what I believe in, is that you just got to keep pushing and keep going.
Okay, now you said that you were in a bodybuilding contest, but you've also had models in contest as well.
Sure. I train, and specialize. I'm a pro bikini coach. One of my first clients, Amber Foster, she was with me. I was called in to consult her first year, with her on the bodybuilding show, and she placed third overall, I believe, her first time around. And then within less than a year, she contacted me that year, realizing I had done most of the work with her, and we took the goal. So she went pro that year. So now, anytime she steps up on stage, she's competing for money. I also have another guy who's not pictured, Marvin Wells, and Marvin he's a great bodybuilder in men's physique, and he placed in his first show. He placed fourth in his show, but we kind of we get it. We get it in. So both men and women, I can help you. I have the experience, and if maybe not getting on stage is something that you dreamed of or dreamt of, but you want to have that bikini body, I can help you do that too. But I actually did everything with Amber. I taught her how to pose. Believe it or not, I was her posing coach, and I was her workout coach and nutritionist. So.
Okay, so you're a nutritionist as well.
Well, I'm not a nutritionist. I develop, meal plans and different things, but our certification kind of takes us into nutrition, where we can develop sample meal plans. Typically, state of Georgia, you've got to be certified as a nutritionist. However, we can develop sample meal plans.
Listen, let's get into that. I know
Yeah.
you say you're not certified or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it, like someone who's trying to lose weight,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's trying to live healthy, how
Right.
important is it for the diet to be on point as well as the exercising?
Well, it's paramount that the diet is on point, even more so than the exercise. Our bodies were made to move, but however, we've got to have that nutrition there. So it's 80% nutrition, 20% working out. I always tell my clients is that if you fall in line with the meal plan and the nutrition, then the less I have to work you out. But if you still want to eat fried chicken and collard greens and chitlins and different things like that, then hey, I can bring you back in the gym and work you just as hard because of that. So the numbers don't lie. It's a numbers game. We look at calories, we look at some other factors. There are some slight differences between men and women, not major differences, because women always say, oh, well, men can lose fat faster than women. That's true to an extent, but that doesn't give you an excuse not to achieve your goals. So it's calories in, calories out. If you're burning more calories than you actually take in, you'll lose weight. But if you're taking in more calories than you actually burn, then you won't lose weight. You'll actually gain weight. And I train my clients to look at food differently. A lot of people look at food, when we think about food, it's existential to our existence. It's ingrained in almost everything that we do. When somebody dies, we have food. We eat.
Fact.
You got so much food, you have to give food away. People are bringing food, buy fried chicken and different things like that, Cokes and all that other stuff. You have a birthday party. What do? You celebrate with food and a cake. You get a job promotion. What? Your friends want to take you out to eat, right? You have a baby shower. Baby showers now that you bring presents, but you've got finger foods at the baby shower, right? Holidays, family reunions, all that
Wedding.
stuff is packed. Weddings, all that stuff is packed with food. I even know some folks who just go to weddings just to see what type of food they have. And so it's our obsession with food. And so we have to change the way we think about food, because food should be fuel for our bodies, even though, it should taste good. But you got to think, after I eat this food, what am I about to do with it? Right?
Yeah, because a lot of the food that we consume after we eat it, it makes us sleepy. And that's when
Exactly.
you're not consuming the right food.
Right. And so, we're eating all wrong. Societies has taught us to eat all wrong. Family dinners, we lay everything out, and that's the biggest meal, which in fact should be one of the smallest meals, because all you're about to do is watch TV and go to sleep, take a shower and go to
Go to
sleep,
sleep.
right? And so your body goes into a state that's almost near death. And so it's not burning any calories. And so when you wake up in the morning, then you eat breakfast, you're just putting more food on top of food. So if I use this metaphor or simile, I tell clients, I said, think of yourself as a Mercedes or a BMW. So if you loan me your car and I was at a gas station and I'm driving your Mercedes or BMW, you're an owner of that. And I call you and I say, hey, Mike, I'm at the gas station and I don't have enough money, so I'm going to put regular unleaded in your Mercedes or BMW. What would you do?
No,
You're like, no, 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 right?
We ain't doing that.
Exactly. But yet we're putting unleaded gasoline into our complex bodies and expecting it to provide optimal performance. We're expecting our bodies to do amazing things off of, just wasted calorie stuff like popcorn and chips and Cheetos and soft drinks, and the body can't perform optimally. So we've got to put that premium unleaded fuel in, which is fruits and vegetables and legumes and nuts and fish and salmon and chicken and those different things that will promote healthy living more so than that. Not saying that you can't have unhealthy food, and I have the balance, because listen, I like my cotton candy. I will fight you over my cotton candy. Cotton candy. I'm
Hold
a
on, hold
cotton
on, hold on,
candy.
hold on, hold on, hold on,
Listen,
hold
I'm
on.
a cotton
Out of
candy
all
connoisseur.
things,
I'm a cotton candy connoisseur, brother, but I know how to eat it in moderation. We've got to eat things in moderation. We've got to eat it every now and then, and we can't just totally let our bodies and our minds go to our indulgences. So we've got to exercise some self-control, and basically that self-control starts in the mind before it starts in the body. Nothing happens in the body unless it starts in the mind. And so, I like to train clients to think differently. And when they think differently, then everything else starts falling into place.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Like cotton candy.
cotton candy, brother. Cotton candy.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to see you at the gym. I used to see you at Planet Fitness all the time. I seen you
Right,
at Kinetics a couple times.
right.
Um, I used to work out real hard those years back, but it was
Hmm.
hard for me to lose weight.
Right,
I was blowing up at times, to be honest with you. Like I'm working out hard, I'm sweating,
right.
I'm jogging, I'm on the elliptical, I'm doing my bench presses and stuff like that, but I'm
Mhm.
blowing up, like I'm getting fluffier.
Right.
But see, this year came pandemic, I'm not hitting the gym anymore, but I
Hmm.
also stopped taking in the sodas. I
Right.
haven't had the soda since March,
Oh, right, right.
but I've lost this the smallest I've been in the last few years.
Hmm. Hmm. And believe it or not, sodas, we call those empty calories. So
Mhm.
the biggest things that I see mistakes with people is they think they know it all. I know what's wrong with me. I know how to eat. I know what I should be eating. Well, if you know, why aren't you doing it? And why are you still the same size, right? So sometimes you have to incorporate the help of a trainer, um, and if just not long term, maybe even short term. I don't necessarily like to lock people into long term contracts because I know real life happens. And so
Mhm.
I don't want you forever. I don't want to keep Mike Ryder as a client forever, because if I've got Mike Ryder as a client forever, I can't help somebody else. And so I need to get you healthy and move on so you can go out and spread the good word and my good works of what I've done with you to bring other clients in. So I like to release you. But I also teach you. And so, the sodas, a can of soda, drinking a can of soda, one or two cans of soda can pack on 2 pounds, but it doesn't look like it's 2 pounds. It's only 16 ounces, right? But the
Facts.
calories that are packed into that small can can lead to you gaining a 2 pound weight gain. Some clients or some people I've talked to, ladies, like, it seems like I've gained 5 pounds over the weekend. Well, yeah, if you went to overtime and you ate, not bashing overtime. I love overtime. There's some great food at overtime. You need to try the grilled chicken salad. Shout out to Charity and Larry over there. But you need to try the grilled chicken salad over there. It's awesome. Um, but if you drink a 3-in-1 drink or a mixed drink, that thing is packed with calories. It looks very unassuming and very pretty, and but the damage that it does to the body, is long term and underlying, and you'll feel the effects later. So we just have to be mindful about what we're putting into our bodies, the times that we're eating. Different people have different problems, and that's why you need to kind of sit down with the personal trainer or physician or nutritionist to actually see what your problem is, because some people may not be eating enough. A lot of women like to starve themselves because, hey, if I'm not eating, I'm going to lose weight. That's the thought, right?
Facts.
But
Facts.
you'll lose weight to a certain point, and then your body will start holding on to the fat. So that's why you see the little kids in other countries in Africa, they're real thin, but the belly is real bloated and big because the
Mhm.
stomach is holding on to that fat for energy. So you don't want to look like a little starving Ethiopian that we should be donating money to. You want to be toned. And so sometimes when you eat, the body is very complicated, um, and each person is different. And so I have to work with each client. Some clients may be carb sensitive. Some clients, if they eat a cake, they've gained 5 pounds. Whereas some people I
Mm.
see, they eat a cake and nothing happens. So you have to look at each client, look at their blood types, their genetics, and I help them learn their bodies as I learn along with them. because I'm not a magician, and most of the work that um, is done at home when nobody's looking.
Mm.
Yeah. Yep.
So one thing that you want people to know, they have to learn themselves.
You got to learn yourselves. You got to pay attention. The body gives off different signals. And listen, brother, I don't leave anything off the table. With my clients, we talk about their menstrual cycle. We talk about bowel movements. We talk about how does it look? What's the consistency of it? We talk about, I mean, you name it. We talk about anything that can affect your body. You've got to pay attention to it. And when you're more aware of what your body is saying and telling you, then you're more in line to listen to it and give it what it needs.
Mm.
Some people may have stomach aches after eating, or and it's going, okay, your body's trying to tell you that was not the right combination of foods that you should have been eating. Instead, we go back and we get more. We go, oh well, maybe we'll brush it off. And what I teach is don't brush off the signals, the pains, the nausea, different things that your body is giving you, because it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you this is not
Facts.
the right food. I don't want this anymore. And after we start changing some diets around and different things like that, people see. People, they really see and go, I can't eat this anymore. So
Mm. Let me ask you this.
sure, go ahead.
With you being a mobile trainer,
Mhm.
how far do you go out?
So that depends. um,
Let's talk about it.
Listen, I've traveled as far as, well, and this was the actor that I was training, E. Roger Mitchell. I traveled as far as Marietta at about uh, 4:30 in the morning to get to Marietta at about 5:30 to train him at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I would turn around and come back. But that's a different type of exec to get him ready for some roles. So now
Mm.
that I have the ability to do Zoom, and we would alternate between me traveling and getting online or doing some Zoom training, which is awesome because I can be here and really reach people across the world, across the United States, but really deliver some top level training in your home. And don't worry if you don't
Gotcha.
have any equipment. Um, I teach people that sometimes the best exercises are body weight exercises, or
Mhm.
you could go to your pantry and grab some canned vegetables, and we do what we call canned vegetable exercises. You'll never look at the green beans and peas, field peas, the same, after working out. So sometimes it really doesn't. Sometimes people think that it takes a whole lot, and it doesn't really take much, just
See,
to keep the body moving, to change the body. In fact, I've had some clients who saw more success doing calisthenics, doing just core body weight workouts than actually with the weights.
gotcha. Look, I got a guy in the comments. My man in the comments, he said, "What about fasting? And is it healthy?"
So yeah, I'm a big fan of, we call it IF, intermittent fasting, and so
Mhm.
there are certain times that you actually fast. Usually, from your last meal, you would do maybe about 10 hours or so to the your next meal in the morning. But with anything, you kind of have to be careful. I like to cycle on different things and cycle off, because your body really gets used to it really quickly, and they go, oh, we got this, and so
Mhm.
you'll see results, and then at a point your body will stop losing weight, and you'll wonder, and I see a lot of women wondering, why am I not losing any more weight, and when I sit down and interview them, I say, okay, look, you changed the way that you were eating, and you've lost 40 pounds. That's wonderful. But their goal is to lose another 30 pounds, and they can't figure out why they're not losing any additional weight. And so once I start, I go, okay, so this diet that you were on, are you still on this diet? Yes. Are you still eating the same things? Yes. are you still doing the same workout? Yes. And I go, that's it. We got to change it up because your body's used to that, or
Right.
the calories that you're eating that help you to lose those 40 pounds. Now you're just in a maintenance phase. And so either you have to reduce the calories further, you know, or you have to up your game on more intense workouts. And so, sometimes that's an easy fix just by talking with clients. And that's why I like to do an assessment, an initial assessment that goes over medical history, that covers nutrition, that covers where you are in your psyche and how determined you are, because that lets me know, whether or not I want to take you on as a client, as well as they get a chance to ask me questions. We do measurements and we go over the plan so that we have an understanding of what's to be done. And so that's important because, you know, when you ask questions about medical history and medicines and medications they're taking, if your trainer's not asking you about what type of medications, that's very dangerous. I also carry liability insurance, and I've never had a claim against my liability insurance. And so, my goal is to keep clients healthy and happy, and that way they can keep coming back to me, and I can enjoy the benefits of, having them as clients. So, one caveat is, for folks who are taking high blood pressure medication, if I'm trying to develop a meal plan, that's very important for me to know because grapefruit is a great catalyst for burning fat. But however, it decreases the effectiveness of your blood pressure medication. So if you're taking blood pressure medications as a trainer, I will not suggest that you drink anything grapefruit juice, or even the grapefruit. You can have other juices, but just not grapefruit juice.
Listen, I
And
thought I
so,
knew everything.
yeah. And so, if a trainer misses that, then that can cause some damage to you as well. So,
Fact.
you've got to be knowledgeable. That's why with my certification, every 2 years, we have to recertify. And I have
Mhm.
to sit down and do my continuing education credits and units and do some studying because the fitness industry changes just like any other industry. The beauty industry, some things are hot, some things are not, some things fall off. As technology and medical advances are, becoming, just more intricate. We're finding out some myths and different things like that just aren't true. And so we have to do, go about doing a new way of doing things. So,
And see, that makes sense to me. Anybody listening to this, anybody watching this, if you have any questions and you're in the chat,
yeah,
drop them in the chat.
yeah.
I'll put them
And
on the screen and he
yeah,
will answer them.
oh, yeah. And I just want to say, if your trainer is not certified, I show everybody I carry around a card certification, because I
Mhm.
don't want to carry around my big certificate. But you need to ask your trainer if they're certified. If not, they're just an expensive workout partner.
I'm sorry, man. That makes sense to me though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right, right. So,
And listen, I'm gonna
you
be
know,
honest with you. I'm
yeah,
not certified in communications or none of this stuff, but I guess I'm just a expensive friend to talk to on the phone or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Um,
right. And I mean, people look good and they work out, and you want to do things, but what works for them may not work for you. And so that's why you need a trainer. Some people have injuries, and I specialize in working with folks with hip injuries and knee injuries, whatever type of injury, shoulder injuries. I develop, modified workout plans so as not to re-injure you.
oh,
There's
that's
different
fire.
ways there's different ways to hold, different grips that we have that works different muscles. And so, the average normal Joe really wouldn't know that. So, I studied to get the optimal results from you. And it's not what I desire for you, it's what you desire for yourself. So, at the consultation, we sit down and we talk about how much weight do you want to lose? What's best for you? I had a young lady, she wanted to lose, like, I want to say 20 pounds. And I'm thinking, you don't need to lose any more weight, but her husband wanted her to lose weight, and that's what they had worked out. So I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. It looks fine to me. But it wasn't unhealthy for her to lose 20 more pounds, and that's where I come in. I let you know whether your time frame is realistic, whether these goals can be met, and then develop the plan of how we're going to achieve it and put it into motion and keep you motivated, because the work comes from within you. And the satisfaction that I get is seeing people's eyes when their body starts to transform and morph, and they want to go, oh my God, and they want to hug me, or they want to say, you did an amazing job. And I go, no, it's the work that you're actually putting in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just
pretty much
guiding
assisting them.
process. Yes, it's within you.
Let's get to some myth busters.
Okay.
Water consumption. A lot of times they say that you should drink like a gallon of water or more a day. How true is that?
That's true. Mike, 66.6% of your body is made of water. So over half of your body and your cells are made up of water. So why not give the body what it needs? Instead, we fill it up with all this carbonated and sugary stuff and different things that it has to process, which can cause thickening of the blood clots, different things like that, slowing down, blockage of the arteries. The body just wants pure water sometimes. And I know some people don't want to hear that because some people don't like to drink water.
No, some people don't. It's a
and
lot of people who hate water.
Right. And sometimes you have to change it up. So I suggest like using the little flavored water sticks. Um, you know, I fill up a gallon jug that I have, and I drink it. And there's, at certain times of the day, like at lunchtime or dinner time, I want flavor with my food that I'm eating. And so I'll pop in a flavored water stick and drink that and keep on about my day. And so, that way I get both the water and a flavored water stick that's maybe only 5 calories, and it doesn't have as much carbonation and sugar and sodium as sodas do.
Look, I got someone in the comments, actually your cousin.
Um,
She says, how do you determine what a realistic amount of weight to lose is?
So there are charts that we can actually go by. Usually, we utilize height. We utilize the those BMI charts and different things like that. There's some standard charts that are actually really being reworked because
Yeah, 'cause those are like outdated. The ones that we usually see
yeah,
at the doctor's offices right now.
they're outdated. They're
Yeah,
outdated, and they're more in line for Caucasian folks.
I was just about to say that. It's not made for us. We're thicker. We're
Yeah,
naturally thicker.
we are thicker, so they're more in line for Caucasian folks. So the medical associations have been trying to find a workaround, because now Caucasian folks are becoming a lot thicker. They found our secret formula, our secret sauce. So they getting thicker too. So you kind of look at that, and we just sit down and go, okay, look, hey, 15 or 20 pounds, that may be workable, or that may make you too small,
Okay.
because there's a certain amount of, we call it visceral fat, that you need to really to help protect your organs, like your kidneys and different things like that. If you're in an accident or you sustain a blow, sometimes that visceral fat helps with impact, as you're jogging or different things like that. So, you need a certain amount of fat on the body.
Okay. Look, hey, keep the questions coming. If you guys have any questions, type them in the chat. I
Yeah,
will put it on the screen. We are
right.
interacting with you guys.
Yeah. And when you look at those pictures from bodybuilding shows and bikini shows,
Mhm.
they don't maintain that body weight or that physique all year round. because it's really unhealthy. It's really damaging to the body. You know, a lot of clients, some of my female clients, and I'm just being real. You know, when they start losing a certain amount of body fat, their menses, they start to miss, or it just completely goes away for that period of time. So they have no menstrual cycle, you know, during that time. And that's, you know, that's kind of unhealthy, but you know, you do it for a period of time, and that's, I mean, it's a true test. Athletes, you know, they become depleted. You know, a lot of them are tired, and they get on stage, and you know, you don't see, you know, that photo is backstage, but behind her, you know, you don't see they're bringing in boxes of pizza and donuts, and it's a celebration because they, you know, they're going, okay, this show is over, and it's only for, you know, a couple of hours, and then they go back to eating pizza or donuts if they don't have another show, you know, and celebrating. So
I see the same thing with like UFC, you know,
yeah,
the wrestlers and stuff like that.
yeah,
They
yeah,
only boxers,
right,
they only get that certain weight just for that moment.
right. Leading up
You
to
know what
that event,
I'm
yeah, yeah, and you know,
saying?
just maintaining that year round can be very unhealthy.
Got you. Got you. Let's get to another myth buster.
Sure.
As far as, how can I put this? As far as pastas,
Hmm.
noodles, pizzas,
Hmm.
how unhealthy is that to consume on a regular basis?
So so Mike, that really depends on your activity and what type of athlete you are, and how
Okay.
intense the workouts are. Pastas have been known to be used in marathons. You know, folks, um, they fill up on spaghetti before they go on a marathon because that gives them long-term energy. So pastas, you know, they're packed with um, carbohydrates, and we use those carbohydrates as fuel to fuel us through workouts. So if you're going through an intense or grueling workout, then pasta will help you make it through that. But you know, you've got to be on an intense workout like all week long. So, you know, I try to tell folks to eat pasta like when we're doing a heavy workout. Like if I'm going to take you through a heavy workout, which involves maybe your larger muscles, like doing legs and chest and different things like that to help fuel you through, and it's going to be really, really intense. I mean, we're gonna get it in, brother. That you're gonna be on the ground. You're gonna need some pasta, you know, for that fuel. You can have that pasta, you know, if you just really gotta have it. Otherwise, if you're just doing normal training, you don't really need it as much. And you want to stay
Okay.
away from that, because what happens is if you eat pasta and you don't burn all that fuel, then it goes into the extra storage tank, which is your extra tanks are around your stomach, the girth, and you know, the love handles. That's what we call the extra fuel tanks. And some
Mm,
folks are overflowing with extra fuel that they hadn't burned off. And that's one
gotcha.
of the reasons, you know, we keep putting food on top of food on top of food, and the tanks are overflowing, and we're not going anywhere, right?
That makes sense to me.
Right. Again, let's go back to the car analogy. If you were driving to Atlanta and your car is on empty, you're going to fill it up, right?
Correct.
But if you're staying in your neighborhood just cruising around, you may not fill it up. You might only put a quarter of a tank, right?
Facts.
Right. And so a lot of times we put more, we overfill our bodies with uh, food, fuel, but we're not going anywhere. We're just going from the bed, you know, from the couch to the bedroom and going to sleep. And your body's saying, hey, I got all this fuel in me, and you're going to sleep, you know?
That don't make sense.
Right. So if we look, and that's why I say, if we think about what are we about to do, and we eat appropriately for the task that we are about to take on, then we can manage our food intake and proportions better.
Let's get to another myth buster.
Okay.
The time of day that you work out, how important is that?
Um, It's
I know the
very
feeling.
important, but there's not a specific time that you should work out. It works for some people. Again, that's dependent on each person. Some people like to do a fasted workout in the morning. Some people like to work out in the evening. Some people say that when they after they work out and they go to work, they function better. Some people say they're completely tired. Some people
Mm,
that work out in the evening says I can't go to sleep, and so working out in the evening doesn't help me go to sleep at night. And some people
okay.
says, well, when I get home, I'm dog tired. I go straight to bed and I get a better night's sleep. So it's really all dependent on that person. And you have to, if you're not quite sure whether you're a morning workout person or an evening workout person, then you've just got to try it and see how it makes you feel.
All right. Hey, that's fire. Look, great knowledge. Anybody watching this, take this knowledge in. There's no one way to it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's what I'm gathering from it. It's personalized.
right.
Your weight loss journey or your health journey is personal to you.
It's personal to you. Personal
And
to you.
what may work for one person may not work for everyone. Let's get away from the so serious workout and everything. Let's get to know Will a little bit better.
Yeah, yeah.
What are some of your hobbies outside of working out and training, bodybuilding and stuff?
Wow. So I sing. I'm an avid singer. Um,
Okay.
I paint and draw. I dabble a little bit in with piano. I write. Um, I like to travel, and I play the drums. Those are different things that I like to do.
What
So
got you into being so versatile with it? Because you're not just sticking to one thing. You're playing the drums, you're painting,
yeah,
you're drawing, you're doing all these things. What
yeah,
fuels you to do all
yeah. I'm a Renaissance guy, and I attribute that to my mom and my dad, just kind of creating a culture and allowing me to experience and just get out of the hood of Unionville. I grew up in Unionville, and so they broke the mold. You're not a product of where you live, and so they worked hard to ensure that I participated in different programs, literary programs, in karate at a younger age that sparked my love for martial arts.
that? Mhm.
Football, little league football. They paved the way for that through finances and different things. And so just had a lot of different experiences with my teachers. And, we come from a family of educators, and it just opened up my world. And so, I found passion in doing some of those things to help me relax, to keep me calm, to just bring, me pure joy at times. And I think, everybody needs that outlet, something that they can do that, just helps ground them and
Fact.
make them feel good about themselves. And so I found it in many things. I found that I was talented in a lot of different areas. And so, I um, tried to go with the flow, you know.
Mm. Okay. Okay. You're a God-fearing man, correct?
Exactly.
Pray, read your Bible, you attend church,
Of course.
try to live a godly life.
Yes. Yes.
Um, Let me ask you this. How active are you in the church, or do you attend the church right now?
So I attend Berean Christian Center, which is off of New Clinton Road. Pastor David Neely is pastor. Um, and, I'm very active in the church. I recently joined the praise team as a praise team, one of the praise team leaders in the church. Um, you know, for a moment, I kind of hid my talents because, I think having so many talents, it's kind of like, people look at you a little bit differently. Oh, well,
Mhm.
he's a know-it-all, or he knows everything, or different things are there, or he can do this. Don't tell me you can do this again. It's kind of like folks rolling their eyes. And so sometimes, that you can be the odd man out because you can do different things. And so, I've decided not to any longer hide my talents. It is what it is. So I'm very active in the church. I send my tithes and offering. Of course, during this time of COVID, we've been kind of relegated to actually doing video and watching things on video. I even have a fitness ministry at the church where the pastor, he just said, look, listen, I want you to get up and talk about health and fitness. And so there are certain Sundays where, I get about 15 to 20 minutes to, uh, talk about health and fitness, and actually field questions from the congregation to help them live healthy lives. And then we've started a workout group at the church as well for those members and friends. I also have I'm also been appointed as the athletic trainer for um, Pastor Stanley Kimball at Mount Moriah Baptist Church. And so I'm the athletic trainer for the church. And so they get on video with me every Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday. It used to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but every Monday and Tuesday. And we, go through some fitness training. And then I train he and his wife personally, who have enjoyed a tremendous weight loss. In fact, last year at his pastor's anniversary, um, when the anniversary was over and we were taking pictures, he told me, he said, I haven't worn this suit in 5 years. I hadn't been able to fit into this suit that I'm wearing now in 5 years. And so, that just brought tears to my eyes because, he was very proud of that, and I could
As he
help
should
him
be.
get to that level. So, fitness is, more women are into, and it's sad to say, more women are into their health and wellness than men. I'd like to see more men take better care of themselves and join the movement. But sometimes we get macho and we go, I don't need a trainer. I know what to do.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, I know everything. I'm cool. I'm
yeah,
just going to work, coming
right.
back home.
I know everything. I'm cool. And, we're simply falling dead to um, heart disease, which is the number one killer. It's more than any murders. It's heart disease and obesity. Is the underlying cause. High blood pressure. Those things are murdering the Black community, more so than Black on Black crime, more so than accidents. More people die from heart related diseases that has an underlying cause of diabetes, of obesity. And we're not saying that, you got to be skinny, but when I look at clients and I can see that they're overweight, you know,
Mhm.
that kind of leads to other diseases, and it's pretentious for other diseases. And so that's why, we're not fat shaming, but if we can slim your weight down, then we can get some other numbers back in line. We can take pressure off of your heart and off of the other areas because the visceral fat is suffocating your organs and you're not getting a whole lot of blood circulation. We can prevent amputations. We can, if you're at risk for diabetes, I've had folks who've come off diabetes medication. I've had folks who've come off of blood pressure medication who have sent me messages. It just makes you feel better and just opens up your world.
And I'm
So
gonna be very honest and very transparent with you and the guest. And again, we're not fat shaming, but yesterday I went to get some hot wings. I ain't gonna lie.
mhm,
And while I was there, though, a guy got out of his car, a very small car. And he was struggling to get out of the car. It
right,
looked uncomfortable for him to get out of the car. He looked uncomfortable as he walked into the restaurant to order his wings, and he walked with his head down. You can tell that he was ashamed. Like
right,
he walked with his head down. He walked very slow. He looked very uncomfortable. His clothes didn't fit good. I mean, very heavy guy, over 300 pounds, probably close to 400 pounds.
Right.
And I was saddened when I saw that.
Hmm.
It made
Right.
me sad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dude, we have to do better.
Right. Right. And that's a choice. And I always tell folks, obesity and being overweight is a choice. It's not a disability. And now we're seeing where people want to make it a disability. You know,
Mhm.
I'm all the time. You go into the grocery store. I used to be a manager of Kroger, and you see folks on these carts, and I'm going, look, hey, do you have a disability? No, I'm overweight and I can't walk. Well, that's a choice. That's not a disability. It can make you disabled, but you know, why choose that road? When you can be healthy. In the Bible, we learned that our body is a temple, and we're not being good stewards of the temple. You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Let's talk about contacting you because I didn't get to that. How can people contact you? Oh, you have a website too, right?
Yes, we got a website that launches actually this Friday, February the 1st. I mean, January the 1st, for just in time
Come
for the
on.
2021 year. So, 2020 has been a rough year for us all. We want to kick off 2021 being healthy, going head on, attacking this COVID, making your bodies healthy because working out can help boost your immune system and help in the fight. I'm not saying that it's going to save your life against COVID, but it very well could. So, we want everybody to join on the website. We've got some pricing on there. You can do everything that you need to do. My forms are there. You can go ahead and buy some sessions
Mm.
and pay online, do everything, really that you need to do and get going and get set up. There's no excuses. The only excuse lies within you. So, there you have it.
How do people contact you on all like any kind of way they want to contact you? Facebook, Instagram,
So you can contact
website.
So yeah, you can contact me on Facebook at Will to Win Fitness. You can get at me on Instagram at the real Will to Win. That's Will the number two win, the real Will to Win. Um, on Twitter, I am Will to Win Fitness. And or you can contact me via telephone at 404-273-2861, or by email at w2wfitness220 at gmail.com. And of course, you can go to the website on Friday with the launch and, just plug it in there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Y'all see it at the bottom of the screen on the ticker. You know what I'm saying? You heard
Yes,
it out of the horse's mouth. This
yes,
Friday, the website will be launching. I like it.
right.
The
And
website is
and,
set up
and
so well.
yes, and if you're not healthy in 2021, it's no fault but your own. No fault but your own.
Yeah, yeah.
And Mike, we've got some things that are coming to the website. This website has been a labor of love. I wanted to make sure that I was delivering a clean, aesthetic website that's easy to use. But I've also got some other um, projects in the works that will be attached to the website, as well as to the phone. So we're looking at hopefully in the next couple of months, and you heard it here first, bringing a mobile fitness platform to your phone. So a mobile app, fitness app.
Oh,
So
let's
you
get
can
it.
take me wherever you are. You can call me the pocket trainer too. So you can put me in your pocketbook, wherever, and pull me out, and we can do some training together.
Let's get it, bro. That sounds amazing to me. Will, I thank you for coming on. Before you go, I have one thing that I want you to do. You know, we talked about the message.
Oh yeah, we talked about the message.
Let's get to it, baby.
Um, so the message that came to me is, to whom much is given, much is required. And um, that message resounding, when we think about it, to whom much is given. Sometimes people think about money or different things like that. And, it's not about money. God has blessed me with so many different talents. And what came to me was that I've given you a lot of talents and I want you to utilize those talents. But a lot is required. So, what's a lot? You know, we want a lot, but we don't want to do the a lot that's required to either maintain it or keep it. Um, I
Mm.
hustle every day, day in and day out. I give, I try to teach people, and do what's right and do it right, because I know that I have been given much. I have been given much riches through a supportive family. As you can see, I'm here on the show with Mike Ryder. I've been given a great family. I've been blessed with the riches of just having love and have traveled. And so, with that, my much is to give back and to teach other people. And so, that was the message, Mike, that I wanted to share, that came to me, to whom much is given, much is required. What are you doing with your much? How are you utilizing it? Are you wasting it, or are you putting it to good use?
Come on, man. Listen, y'all better take heed to these words. Y'all better jot this stuff down. This is
Mhm.
$1 million worth of game here for free. We're
Right.
coming to you for free, man. We're doing this for free just to help people out, trying to get his business out there, trying to see if y'all, listen, 2020 has been hard.
It has.
I've been on earth 32 years. This has been the hardest year I've been a part of.
Right.
I know life has probably been harder for people back in the day, but in my life, my lifetime, 2020 is the roughest year around. And it's showing
Mhm.
us that we need to be more in shape. We need
Right.
to take better care of ourselves. So that's one of the reasons why I brought you on here. I wanted to have you on here just to shed a spotlight on a better living and a better lifestyle for the people,
Right. Exactly.
you know.
And the things
So
that I've been preaching is that, COVID doesn't care about how much money you have.
mm-mm,
It doesn't care how many businesses you have. It all boils down to how healthy are you living? How's your immune system? How are you responding to that? We've seen more folks who are at risk. The cautions being put out for those who, have had diabetes or high blood pressure or respiratory. All of those, some of those are true diseases, but a lot of that is because we're just not taking care of ourselves. And so
mm,
we've got to do better. We've got to make a promise. If not with me, and I'm going to challenge you this. If not with me, get with someone that can take you to the next level in your health and your wellness.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Will, I thank you for coming on. I thank you for encouraging the audience. I thank you for sharing your knowledge and your education with the people. Get out there and be great, my man. I'm about to give my closing remarks and we're about to get out of here.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike, and congratulations on the show. Wish you many more blessings, and hopefully, you can have me on for some future segments if you've got more questions from the people.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Before you go, it's something that I do with all my guests.
Okay.
We spin the block. So further down the line, when the platform grows, when you grow a little bit more in your journey, we're gonna
Mhm.
reconnect and we're gonna do this again.
Okay. That's a bet.
All right, my
That's a
man.
promise. All right.
Be blessed. All right.
Take care.
All right, y'all. Listen, this is Mike, man, Mr. Accountability, the man behind the microphone. This was another edition of Mike Ryder Talks. I had Will from Will to Win Fitness on here. That's my cousin, someone I look up to. I've seen his journey throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? Um, I thank y'all for tuning in. I thank y'all for rocking with me. You can subscribe and follow me on all your favorite media platforms. That's YouTube, that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts, Anchor FM. I'm live every Tuesday, usually Tuesday evenings, but we did this one. This is a special one. You know what I'm saying? We did it in the afternoon. You can donate to the platform. If you like what you see from the platform, you see what I do. You see the banners that I pull up. You see the media that I show. If you want to see more of that, you want to see it advance, you want to see me get better guests and more guests, some of the same guests, keep the conversation going, better conversation, donate. Cash App, man. Hit me up on the Cash App. $ Mike Ryder. I've been getting donations the last few weeks since I've introduced the donations. People have been donating, so they like it. They rock with me, man. Y'all should do the same. Like I said again, on the Cash App, it's $ Mike Ryder. I ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We finna get out of here and hit this outro. Billy Sloans, let's get it.
I swear sometimes my mind drifts. Gotta be supernatural, you make it from down here. Hey, I lost the closest thing to my heart and almost drowned in tears. But granted lives, I'm still standing. I would never hide in fear. I stand bold on these 10 toes. Said I was gonna do it and I did it. Niggas talk but I'm never moved by their opinions. I make music for those that love the culture. Women that's in tune with they culture. And all the go-getters that made it over. I do this for the forgotten city of Macon, Georgia. They wrote us off as Otis Redding, but the wait is over.
Look, y'all know how I do it, man. Before we get out of here, until we meet again, you see it on the ticker. Be blessed out there, all right? See y'all next time.